for the first time in my life, I'm gonna be closer to 30 than I am to 20, and that really bothers me. Hey everybody, it is a new week. I don't know if you guys ever have that feeling where you just are really glad to be starting fresh in a new week. Even though when you really think about it, like it's just really, obscure how we label our days in like the start of a week. I mean, we could start our week on Wednesday technically if we wanted to. I usually consider the start of my week to be Monday, and I think that's because I never really quite left like academic mode, and I'm going back to school soon, so I guess I'll just keep being in academic mode where I just really like to start my weeks on Monday. And I know most people like to start their week on Sunday, but Sunday is like the last day of my week. It's like the enjoyment, relaxing, resting day. I know, that's like super traditional, and I'm not always a very traditional person, but I like to try and make that happen if I can. That's also part of why I like to post my vlogs on Mondays, because there's a dog at the door. That's also partly why I like to post my vlogs on Mondays, because I feel like it's a way to start fresh in the week with a new idea. So if you would like to start your week fresh every Monday with a new vlog, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Just saying, you might want to start your week on Mondays too. Why not start with me? Without further ado, let's get into the actual content of this vlog today. In just a couple weeks, I'm about to turn 25. And I know in the grand scheme of things that does not seem like a big number, but I feel not middle-aged, but for the first time in my life, I'm gonna be closer to 30 than I am to 20, and that really bothers me. I almost feel like I have this thing where I haven't accomplished enough, even though when I really think about it, I'm actually, I think, right where I need to be at this point in my life. With that being said, I do like to consistently set goals for myself so that I can just keep moving forward. I can know that I am moving forward and I do have a plan. Recently, I was inspired because I follow a vlogger called Samantha Maria, and if you haven't watched her channel, you should definitely go check her out. But she posted a vlog about her 30 before 30, so she's a bit older than I am, but she made a list of 30 things she wants to do before she turns 30 years old. I figure I have a little bit more time than her to accomplish those things. I'm going to have 5 years to accomplish those things. And I actually did sit down and make this list maybe a month or two ago when I had first seen her vlog. But then I figured, you know what? It's really just been sitting in my agenda, which although I carry it with me all the time, I'm not necessarily looking at that page all the time. So why not make a vlog about it to hold myself accountable, and also maybe you want to do a 30 before 30 with me as well. Or heck, maybe you want to do a 40 before 40, just get adventurous with it, why not? Anyway, this is my agenda, and I have a bunch of just random thought pages where I can take notes, I can write down all my ideas, I can do basically whatever I want. So I am going to eventually in the next couple weeks take this list and actually blow it up big and write it in really nice calligraphy or handwriting, and so I can actually have a visual on my wall of this list and hold myself accountable for finishing these things. Otherwise, I fear it's just going to sit in here and collect dust, and I won't be looking at it to actually actively be working towards finishing this list. I mean, how many of you have done that? You've had a set of goals that you've made or a bucket list, and then you find it 2 years later and you realize, oh, I forgot about that. I made that. I haven't done anything. But if I see it every day, I can actually keep it in my mind that, oh yeah, I have things I want to accomplish before I'm 30. Anyway, now that this has been the longest intro ever, I'm going to share with you my 30 before 30 list. Now, this is actually pretty cool because the first thing on the list I'm going to be doing pretty shortly here. So number one is go to Europe. And I've not ordered these in any particular order. It's not order in what order I want to complete them in. It's not by this is my top wish and this if I don't complete it, whatever. It's just completely random. Number two, I want to read all of the Malcolm Gladwell books. If you don't know him, he's the author who's famous for researching and figuring out the 10,000 hour rule for how to become an expert at anything. He wrote David and Goliath, which I've read half of. He wrote Tipping Point, which I have read all of, but I want to read all of his books. 3, reach my fitness goals. I had reached my fitness goals last summer, but I want to reach them again and stay there. So that is my goal, is to get in shape and in the shape that I want to be in and stay at that level of fitness. And I have those goals in my head, so I know what I'm aiming for. Number 4, I want to be at a point where I walk my dogs every single day, because that's probably good for me just as much as it's good for them. I am not like a night owl, but for number 5, I want to start waking up early at like 6 a.m. early, because I feel like I get a lot more done in the mornings when I actually make the effort to wake up and get stuff done. Number 6, I already told you I try to make Sunday a rest day, even though normally that doesn't happen. So part of my goal is to actually have a weekly rest day where I'm not responsible for doing anything. Number 7, I have a blog, like a written blog website, as well as my YouTube, but I would like to eventually figure out how to monetize or make a profit from my blog through doing what I do best. And number 8, along with that, I want to build up my YouTube subscribers to 1,000. And I know right now I'm below 100, so that's pretty far reaching, but I think if I can get myself in order and still vlog consistently, I bet I could reach that 1,000 by the time I'm 30. I have 5 years. And number 9, I want to reach 10,000 Instagram followers. I'm already almost to 1,000, so I think 10,000 can be done. Number 10, this is a big one. I want to pay off all of my credit cards. Yes, all of them, more than one. It's called going to school and needing money. That is what that's called. 11, I want to save enough to make a down payment on a house. And I recognize I might not actually buy a house by the time I'm 30 because I might not be ready to settle down in a particular city yet, but I want to have enough money to put a down payment on a house. And so I'm thinking that's probably around $25,000, $30,000 that I want to have saved sitting in my bank. 12, I want to speak at the International Speaking Contest for Toastmasters. I am a Toastmaster, which is a public speaking group, and I was pretty close to getting there this year, but didn't quite make the cut. So I would like to reach that level of competition soon. 13, you can tell I kind of was thinking along the same lines of these lists because some things following each other are a little bit related. But I would like to be paid to speak somewhere. I've given over 40 public speeches, but they've all been as basically a volunteer because I haven't been paid to give them. So I would like to monetize that and actually make a living off of speaking. 14, I want to learn how to make nifflies by myself. Nifflies are this secret family recipe for, it's almost like a Scandinavian or a German type dumpling with brown butter on it. It's delicious. It's my favorite food in the world. I have it for my birthday every single year. I want to make it by myself so that I am not like totally blind to this recipe that's amazing that's been handed down in my family. 15, I want to do the splits. Technically this item is on my life bucket list, but let's make this happen before I'm 30 because after 30 I don't know if it's gonna happen, so let's get this one done. 16, I want to work on TV. Simple as that. 17, I want to lay on a beach. Like a white, sandy, sunny, hot beach. Little known fact, I actually grew up in LA, and by grew up, I mean I lived there until I was like 8 years old, so really I don't have much memory of it. But one of the things I do miss from being in LA was being able to go to the beach and just like lounge on the sand. So I'm talking like tropical nice vacay or something, that kind of beach lounging. 18, I want to swim with dolphins. If I could get like a dolphin kiss or a nose boop or something, that would be even better. But at least swimming, I'll take that. 19, I want to have a full spa day at a spa. So not just going in for one massage. I just want to have a full day of all self-care, take care of me time, where other people are helping to take care of me, because I don't do that enough, and I feel like that kind of like adds up where I need help with that. And so one of these days I want to actually pay money for that experience. 20, I want to take a cooking class. I want to get a lot better at that because let's face it, I am not a cook. 21, I want to be able to keep a succulent alive. Like for a year at least. We'll make a year the benchmark for that one. Yeah, I've killed succulents, plural. Sorry. Hi, Leia. Come here. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Everybody, this is Leia. She doesn't come around for many camera appearances. Hi. Got lipstick on you. 22, I want to read 30 books before I'm 30. I figure if I read one book a month, I'm going to well surpass that goal. Oh, and Choo Choo's here too. Come here, Choo Choo. Oh, puppy party. Oh. 23, I want to complete a 30-day yoga challenge. There's a pretty cool YouTube channel on here called Yoga with Adriene, and I've done a few of her videos. She has a 30-day challenge, which I started and didn't complete, so I would like to complete hers or someone else's 30-day yoga challenge because I feel so much better when I actually am stretching my body and taking care of myself. 24, I want to make my own French macarons. 25, I want to do a photo shoot just because I'm feeling good and I will pay someone professional to do it because I would love actual like pictures that I plan out for my website. Right now on my website I have a lot of pictures taken just either on stage or from my Instagram, but I would really like to actually plan out some website pictures and use those. 26, I want to learn how to do calligraphy. I've actually already started this one. I bought a calligraphy book this year and I am on my way to learning and I need to do that more often. I'm realizing that I haven't picked up that book in a while, so maybe see, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this right now, so that I can hold myself accountable by having it on video for all of you to see. 27, I want to master tidiness. I read that book by, I think it's Marie Kondo, the art, oh gosh, what is it? Art of Tidying Up, the Joy of Tidying something. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments, or in the, not in the comments, in the description. Anyway, I want to, when I move to grad school and beyond, I want to keep my place nice and tidy. I want to keep my place nice and tidy. I did this really well in my undergrad because I had friends coming over all the time, but then I kind of lost track of it because I've lived in like 3 different places in 3 years. So when that happens, things get just jumbled and all over the place, and I really want to keep being a tidy person. 28, I'm about to complete this one. I want to live by myself for the first time in my life. 29, I want to make my own coffee table book. And no, I don't mean like a published one. I mean like a Shutterfly one with pictures and memories and all sorts of stuff that I can look back on my life. I think the first one I want to make is like my Miss America years because that was such a big part of my life and there are so many fun pictures from that experience. And finally we've gotten to number 30, which, as we have it, I've completed, and I just didn't realize that until I took this list out again. So how cool is that? Number 30 was buy a camera and learn how to use it. I am filming this on my camera. When I started this vlog, I was filming with my iPhone, and mostly I was filming it using either like my selfie stick on the end of it and then propping the selfie stick up, and before that I didn't have like a selfie stick or anything, so I was like trying to prop it up in like funny ways on like shelves and things, and just, yeah, it wasn't great quality, so sorry guys. But anyway, now I have a real camera which I saved and bought with my own money. I mean, I'm an adult, I should be doing everything with my own money, which I have been, but I'm still proud of myself, and I have been learning how to use this camera, so I can check one fully off my list. Now I only have 29 things to do before I'm 30. As you can see, this list for the 30 before 30 is not necessarily all big business professional goals. Some of them are just really fun and things that I've just wanted to do. So there are no rules for this list. I encourage you to make your own list and actually put it up. Find ways to make yourself accountable for it and keep it in front of your face so that you can keep your goals in mind and actually achieve them, because that feels so good. I will probably try to revisit this list about maybe every birthday or so and see how I've done so far. Please tell me what you would put on your list. What's at the top of your list? What do you want to accomplish before you're 30 or 40 or 50 or 90 or whatever it is? I love y'all, and I hope you have a great week.